Okay, everyone. Ethan here attempting this whole YouTube thing, so bear with me. It's going to be rough. This is the build I normally use for invasions. It's mostly a dexterity build. You'll notice the strength and faith are higher than they usually are for dexterity builds. The strength is higher because that lets me use the grafted greatswords Ash of War, giving a +5 buff to everything else, and the faith is higher because between the grafted greatsword and some talisman swapping you'll see in the video later, I can get up to 40 faith, 42 if I switch to the Langdale Helm, which will let me use pretty much any of the faith spells I need. As far as dexterity, I have the Power Stance Nagakibas are my favorite weapons, so I tend to main those. And I swap around a lot though, depending on the setup that the opposing players are using. So for this video, what I'm going to try to do is break down an invasion where the host just decided to keep summoning phantom after phantom, and how I went through all of them and eventually ended up, well, the host kind of quit, but that's, his choice. And I finished the invasion. So again, first attempt, please bear with me, and let's get into it. Okay, getting into the invasion, first thing I do is start buffing. Since I know the Shunny Grounds fairly well, there I use the Grafted Blade, Ash of War to get the +5. It also, since I only have 55 Vigor, bumps me up to 60. Starlight Shards to get my FP back to topped up. And I see the opposing party use Black Fang protection just as a precaution. I see the Phantom is standing under a low ceiling and switch to the Lion's Great Bow just to attempt to one-shot him, which was successful. And at this point the host is running. Seeing as he's not really interested in fighting, I switched to the Guardian Sword Spear, just because it's really good at running down hosts that are trying to run away from you. The elevator's up, so the host has essentially trying to run back to the Grace at this point, is my thought. Reapplying the buff, just keep that up in case I'm ambushed for whatever reason, and I switch to the Nagakiba so I can endure at the top in case of the ambush. Swap into Spear Talisman just for the more damage since it's on a king. And I see the host is sitting there with lowish vigor, and I tried to take him out and was unsuccessful. The Blue Phantom attempts to run to attack me, and I use Storm Assault just because I hate Blue Phantoms and give them no respect by default. Now, seeing that the host is mostly a magic user, the Grafted Blades Greatsword gave me the +5 to Strength, so I could switch to using the Erdtree Great Shield temporarily. And now with his health bar appearing, I see that the host has gone back down to the lower level. So, swapping back to the Nagakiba with Endure, just in case of ambush. And then the Lion's Great Bow, since I could potentially hit him with Radahn's Rain, since I could lock on. Endure again, just in case of ambush. I play on mute, so I'm not hearing all the haze. And at this point, I'm kind of just wondering where they're at. I see the Alexander lookalikes active, so I know they were through there at some point, and the elevator's up. Pop in another Starlight Shard just to keep the FP regeneration going, as well as Black Flame protection. At this point, I'm just following the compass to try to get to them. And I see a blue. He's got the Moog Spear. So I have to be careful of that AoE. Here I'm hoping to hit him with Radahn's Rain when he peeks out from around the corner. Trying to get on the host, but he's running around, and I'm hit with him anyway. Swapping to Millennius, hoping they'll chase, and I can hit him. That doesn't work, so I switch to Shield Poke build. At this point, they're really not wanting to come out, so I'm hoping to use Nightmane's Mist to kind of flush them out. And you can see it's doing a little bit of damage there. Since I saw him using Rivers of Blood before, I was hoping to be able to parry. But with him using Stormhawk Axe now, I'm more concerned with blocking that if he uses it. With him coming back up, I'm hoping to hit him with a Storm Assault as he comes up, which I believe was unsuccessful. Oh no, it was just a decent amount of vigor. Blue seems to know what he's doing. Hoping to catch a backstab off the roll there, but get caught with the Stormhawk. Really hoping to catch some panic rolls, but ended up swinging at me instead. Swap to the Endure, hoping to backstab the Stormhawk, but I'm an idiot and forget you can't endure before the last one wears off. At this point, I'm just hoping to get some chip damage and to get them moving. Now I'm trying to flush them out. Hoping for a backstab, but I whiff. At this point, I'm out of flasks and swapped to Kindred of Rot, so when I use the Rotten Meat Dumpling, I get a 20% damage boost. So the blue hit me with jumping attacks before, and Unsheathed can be really nasty off of it. So if I time it right, I can get a really damaging jump attack. Re-upping my buffs. With that Unsheathed there, but I still have Kindred of Rot equipped, so Nice backstab. Probably would have killed him if I had Dagger Talisman, but the Unreal finishes it off. Since Rivers is out, I want to parry that if possible. It's easy on decent latency, but not really worth the effort on higher. So on higher latency, I tend to switch to the Gugs. And finish him off with a poke from the Voltagram's axe. This point just leaves me and the host. Again, I re-up my buffs whenever I see them falling off or feel like they're about to. That's really just kind of an intuition sort of thing. Switching back to my preferred setup. Endure just to avoid the top of the elevator ambush. And I see he's resummoned his original Phantom. So I remember the Phantom likes to just stand in one spot. So I'm hoping that he doesn't learn from his mistakes and I can hit him with a rain of arrows again. Which was successful. Yay, low vigor. Now with the Phantom like Moonveil, I want to switch back to my Erdtree Great Shield Chill Poke, and at this point he just gives up, which is a choice. But yeah, that's my attempt at talking through these invasions. Hope you liked the video. Anything you guys think I can do to improve? Grateful to hear it. Thank you.